So anytime, right, you can have fun, you can serve fish, and you can raise some money for a foundation. It's awesome. So thank you very much, Ron, and everybody here that participated in that event. That's pretty special. We thanks everybody that came out and kind of flew RISAA's flag at the Rhode Island Todd Classic. That was cool to see so many members at that event. That was lots of fun. That raised a lot of money for the Three Angels Cancer Fund. I didn't see a number yet on how much that raised, but thanks everybody that came out to that. That was pretty cool. We got a couple of things coming up. Our TOG rules that we had passed, right, that we were so excited about last year, that hopefully everyone's feeling good about this year. Massachusetts has announced that they are considering adopting Rhode Island's regulations. So yeah, right? Like unbelievable. The hearing for that is November 1st. Everybody has a right to comment on that, whether it's just to say how good the regs have worked out here, that it wasn't a disaster when it happened, because there's a lot of angst, just like there was here when we got those passed last year. So if people speak up and say, hey, listen, I just want to say, you know, the world didn't stop turning, everything's fine, we did a good thing, that's helpful. If you fish in Massachusetts, that's even better to say, hey, I fished there. So I'm going to put out the link, but November 1st is the hearing. We'd love to have some support. The state would like to adopt our regs, but they need some backing. Like, kind of, we have to have their backs a bit. So that would be a great thing. So I'm really excited about that. So that's coming up, so I'll put out that link. But
it saved a lot of fish in the last 2 weeks.
Right.
I mean, the Todd Classic, we were throwing back, you know.
For the most part, otherwise. So I do think it makes a difference. And we're really excited about that, that another state might come along. And if we get 2 states to do it, then we can start maybe looking at Connecticut, right? You know, if we can get this ball keep rolling, it could really be a great thing for the fishery. So we're excited about that. I also want to announce that we came to an end. Thanks everybody that participated in the sea bass tournament. That was, other than the fluke tournament, I don't think we've ever had as many entries. It was really neat. Every weekend, every day, somebody put up some fish. And I just want to kind of go over, geez, and of course my writing is so bad. In 5th place, I can't even read who. Oh, the Geezers. Geezers took in 5th place. So if you guys are on Geezers, congratulations, 5th place. Bassaholic took 4th place. Secret Sauce came in 3rd. Chasing Tails came in 2nd. And unfortunately, choking everybody in the back, Diesel Fumes won. So, congratulations. I think half of the Diesel Fume crowd is here tonight, so congratulations. Job well done. So, and we'll have the same prize package as the fluke. I haven't gone through that all, but the same prize set. So there's also a prize for biggest sea bass too. So that was great to see. The committee's going to meet over the winter, try to see what we want to do for tournaments next year, but hopefully we'll have a mix of team stuff and individual stuff, because it seemed like that mix, we got really great participation in the 2 team tournaments. So that was kind of cool. I think in terms of that stuff, that's what I had to cover. We've got a speaker that needs a few introductions tonight. I want to see if when he's about ready. So I've got I know what else I wanted to say. So all the seminars so far are up on the website. I know we've had a lot of folks still, that website's tough to use until you use it a couple times. Everything's a little intimidating, but if you use it, it's pretty cool. It's got a lot of features. One of the neat things is that if you guys move, if you relocate, if you go to Florida, even for a month or 2, you can go in there, you can change your address every day if you want. But you can do it, it's set up so you can do that all yourself. If you need to call me or send me a text, I can help you do it. But the system is set up so that you can change your address every day. The importance of that is that none of the magazines get forwarded. Even if you tell your post office to forward that magazine, they won't. It's Class C nonprofit mail. They will not forward it. And not only won't they forward it, we get billed almost $1 penalty a magazine that gets kicked back. So you can kind of do the math, but if it costs a couple bucks to produce, look at your membership fee, do the math times 12, and then factor in 2 or 3 months of it getting kicked back. We take a beating when they get kicked back to us. So if you guys can just kind of do that, and I'll put out the word on email, but now that it's the season that a lot of people are starting to maybe think about heading down south for the winter or for part of the winter, you can either just hit a box on there that says hold my magazine, you can look at it online, or you can change your address, whatever's easier. But please don't just, if you just tell your post office to forward the mail, it's not going to happen. And worse yet, we get literally like $1 penalty a magazine when that happens. So, okay, I think, so, yeah, so we got some really cool stuff. We usually do this last, but I think I want to do it, there's a couple things. For next year, we really could use somebody that's interested in being the charter trip captain, or, you know, chairman, committee member, whatever you want to call it. So that's our program where right during the spring, our meetings, we usually give away free charter trips. And they usually pull 4 or 5 names so everybody gets to go. It takes some coordination. You don't have to call up and find charters. Like, we'll help you do that. It's mostly just keeping track of what charters are going to be raffled off each month and who wins. So there's some work, but it's not terrible. We'll help you. That committee can really use, the guys that have done it for a long time, but they're all getting kind of to where they can use some help. So if anybody would like to be the charter trip committee member or even on the committee, we really love, I think I want to ask is, do I actually see a hand? Does anybody want to like literally volunteer to be the charter trip committee chairman? That would be super cool if I see a hand.
Gentleman Burkford, free membership.
Yeah, if you're, we'll give you a free membership for a year. Well, Tom, you'll give away 2 of his best spots on GPS.
Best?
Sure. Like, I'll join the committee. I'm not ready to go to captain.
Awesome. All right, thanks. Thanks, TJ. Thanks, TJ and Phil. Awesome. Thanks. It's fun. We'll help you find, you know, we usually have the captains. We'll help you find a set.
And I'll pay my membership.
Thank you. No, thanks. Seriously. By the way, Phil and Mark Pacheco, they won the one of our affiliate clubs, the Striper team, had their team talk tournament this weekend, and they had almost a 10-pound average for their fish. So congratulations. They're one of our newest affiliations. And I think once they submit it on the computer, they're going to end up probably being in first and second for RISAA for the year, for the time being.
TJ was the other team member.
And TJ, so there you go. The other thing I'm going to do, I'm going to change it up just a sec so we do it now. We had the RISAA TOG trip over the weekend. So for those who wanted to leave the dock at 5 a.m., it was an early trip. I got up at 2 because I was driving an hour to get there, and I wanted to get people checked in. It was I had such fun on that trip. So thank everybody who came. That was probably as much fun as I've had in a long time. Everybody was in a good mood, and they gave us a bunch of free tickets to go on the trips in the future. So I'm going to pull a couple names. We're going to do the door prize now before Charlie. And if you win 2 tickets. So you can take a buddy, a friend, a wife on the trips. We're going to pull a pair for a TOG trip and a pair for cod. So that was very nice of them. We also have some gear that they donated. And we've got a couple trips on the raffle table as well. So if you don't win the door prize, you can still get some single trips.